To continue about this girl, this is the Formiga species rufus, also called the peach earth tiger, and you can kind of see why there with those nice peachy tones. Beautiful orangish peachish color on the underside of her legs there, the setae or the hairs. They are from the Java island in Indonesia, and they can get upwards of 6-inch leg span, so she may not be a mature female just yet. I know that was risky doing that, but this, I'm actually honestly surprised at how calm she has been through this whole thing. No bolting, no threat posture, very little stubbornness, just pretty cooperative. So let's hope that continues. I'm going to quit talking. We're going to get her in the bottle, and then we'll get her in her new house. All right, let's move this girl. It ought to be pretty easy. Famous last words. There's the first time she actually has kind of started since getting her out of the enclosure. And now she, of course, is starting to get a little bit upset, but we're going to try to stress her as little as possible. I'm going to put her to the side, and I've actually got my enclosure right over here next to me. Sorry. I'm a one-man show, so just bear with me here. This enclosure, in fact, I'm going to move this tub out of the way. This enclosure here, I actually just recently emptied because I got rid of a mature male avicularia that I had, and I figured I could use this Exoterra Nano Tall, I believe. It's an 8x8 by 12 inch arboreal enclosure. I figured I could use it for one of my arboreal tarantulas because I've got some arboreals that are growing and need to be rehoused, and I have way more terrestrial setups in my collection of enclosures because for the first couple of years that's mostly what I had was terrestrial, so I haven't had very many arboreal enclosures or anything, so I have to reuse what I can, cork bark and all. I'm going to go ahead and put the water dish in here for her. Nice big cork bark, and hopefully she'll be comfortable in there. And you'll notice the fall foliage kind of goes with her colors. So this ought to be pretty easy. Again, famous last words. Normally I would, because they're up in the neck of the bottle, I would just take the cap off of the bottle and then put them in there. But I would have to poke her to the front of the bottle to do that. I don't want to stress her that bad, so I think I'll just kind of do maybe a quick little slide off here and maybe use the bottle and kind of guide her down into the cork bark just like that. Nice and easy and smooth. Let's see if we can get one last look at that pretty little girl before we move on to the other tarantula. That was the Formiga species rufus, now in her new home. Hopefully one of these days we'll be seeing her holding an egg sac down in the bottom of that thing. Who knows? Alright, y'all, so I promised you a little bit of action, especially on that last tarantula, because it was supposed to be all defensive and stuff, but it was cooperative. That was cool. I'm totally cool with that. So, but this one here is rumored to be fast, so it may be interesting, it may not. First thing we're going to do, of course, like we did the last time, is get it out of its enclosure. And what I think I'm going to do, I didn't have a piece of cork bark for this, so I used a roll off of a roll of plastic. I've got a food saver, and it's a roll of plastic you make the bags out of. Anyway, pretty sturdy roll. I thought it would make a good hide for it. And it's actually panicking now. I've dumped it out, and it's got nowhere to go, and it is actually panicking a little bit. Okay, it's going to calm down a little bit. All right, here we go. This is the Tapinocenius violaceus, or purple tree spider. This tarantula right here comes from Brazil and French Guiana. From what I've read, they like it dry as an arboreal species. So as with all arboreals, when you keep them, you always want to have very well ventilated enclosures. But I read with these guys that high moisture can cause health problems for them, whereas the last one, rehouse, likes it really moist. So enough of me talking about that. Let me see if I can get it in the catch bottle and get it in its new house. How I'm going to do this, I'm not sure. This is one that I want to nudge out into. There we go. Yeah, it is quite a high-strung little tarantula. I left the enclosure out of reach, so I'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Got its new enclosure set up here. Let's see. So much glare, you can't get a really good look at it, but it's taking on that typical arboreal tarantula posture. Not sure of the sex on this one, but you can see it's probably probably a 3-inch leg span or so. So it's growing pretty well. I got this one as a freebie last year, I believe. Never kept any Tapinokineus species or anything, so this is kind of a learning curve for me. That's why I kind of read up on them. So I hope to just give it a nice little poke in the rump. We're going to give you one last look. Hope to give it a nice little poke in the rump, and it will go right down into the cork bark, and then it will build its home in there from there. There we go, nice and easy as always. Let's see if I can give you guys one more final look. It is down in there and it is hiding, and there we go. Absolutely no incidents whatsoever on these rehousings, although I promised it, so I apologize for that. But thankfully we got everybody rehoused and they're all nice and safe now. Hope you did enjoy this video, and you will let me know with a thumbs up and a comment. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that. Look at those purple colors and get it to focus. Share this video with your friends, and as always, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.